Okay. Yay, it worked. That was 3 times. 3rd time's the charm. Okay. So today, where did I put it? Hang on a second. So quick. So today we're going to show off Tupperware's mandolin. But first, I'm going to tell you what we're going to make. So I grew up in Utah where these specific potatoes are popular. If you're in and can see me, if you can tell me whether or not you can hear me, that would be great because I'm seeing, hang on. Okay, that might be a little bit better. I didn't think about it before turning the dishwasher on. Anyway, so I grew up in Utah, and the thing that we saw the most at like luncheons and stuff was the stuff we all called funeral potatoes. Some people call it cheesy potatoes. Everybody has their own recipe. This one's going to be mine. So you want in the sink right now, cooling down. I have 6, but it's like just in case there's like big bad parts on the inside that you can't see. 6 potatoes, russet potatoes. I have them parboiled. You want them cooked a little bit beforehand so that they don't take so long that you're burning the cheese in the oven, and also so that they kind of absorb some of the moisture from the soup and butter. So this is, if you're on a diet, if you are trying to eat healthy, if you're doing Whole30, this is not the recipe for you. Because our first ingredient is a stick of butter. You want at least 4 cups of cheese. So I have 2 bags here, cups of cheese. 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. I usually use low sodium because, I don't usually add salt to my food because I'm adding other seasonings. A little over a cup of sour cream I'll use. And this, for me anyway, this is what makes it, is a can of diced green chilies. I just use the generic ones. They're all the same. I use it with the juice. I don't usually drain it. But first what we're going to do is we'll make the sauce. So I'm going to take your butter. And I have a cutting board, but I still cut it on the paper because I've got other stuff I want to cut. I actually don't this time. Never mind. But still, I'm going to cut it on the paper. So you just want to, what I do is I cut it in half one way, turn it, cut it in half the other way. And then I make the cubes, stick it in the bowl. And just so you know, I'm sitting, so that's why it looks like whatever skewed. I don't know, a couple words. So you want to get the butter in there, and then here, I'm sort of prepared. Okay, so, all right, so for this part, I've got cans of creamy chicken soup. I was like, I don't think I need anything. And then, oh, look, I need all of the things. You just get it out. Hi, Pumpkin, what you got? Yeah? Really? Now, the reason that you don't melt the butter beforehand, you just cube it, is you want it to melt into the casserole. And then I'll add the chilies first. I'll like mix everything together before I add the cheese. Because the cheese adds bulk. Because I'm live, obviously. All right, so I think what's fascinating about this right now, I'm in the kitchen recording live on YouTube. My kids are watching YouTube in the other room, and nothing bad is happening. All right. So I don't usually measure stuff just because like I go by sight, and you want to use at least a cup of sour cream. It adds the creaminess. And I am using one of the measuring spoons, but you want to lick it? And then now here you only add one thing of cheese because the rest is going to be either for topping or in case it doesn't look cheesy enough. And you just stir it. You want a piece of cheese? Okay. My helper wants some cheese. So you just stir it. Like you don't have to whip it. You just until it kind of looks like the sour cream and the soup have sort of become one. So I'm going to put that off to the side. For just, she's going to go for now. And then I'm going to get out the mandolin. Now, fair warning, this is not, it's not 100% plastic. There are blades in the device. So, first thing you want to get is the guard. The guard has this handle that it helps you put your produce in here. You lock it in these 4 pins, and then you use it to push down the fruit or vegetable while you're cutting it, keeping your hands and fingers safe. Because I have cut this knuckle on here. I've cut this finger. Actually, the finger I cut while I was washing it, so it wasn't really while I was using it. But still, you want to be very, very careful because the blades are sharp. All of the blades are sharp. So Now what I'm going to do so when you do this, you want to pop the legs out. You always want it to be standing on something. Now, I usually put, like I have a dinner plate underneath to catch the pieces of potato. When it's not in use, you can see the numbers right here. It's in double lock position on both. Oh, thank you. So, all right, so I want some thickness because these are going to be sort of hash brown style, but not, let's see. Okay, so I want to be sort of hash brown style, like strips, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take parboiled potato. I'll take this here and stick it in. So start up here and you go through, you got to kind of push it. Did that do anything? See, that makes sort of little strips. So I'm just going to, I think I overcooked. You're eating pizza. Well, I'm going to make pork chops after this. So you want to just kind of go, you want to go fast, but like not too fast. If that makes any sense. You don't want, like you don't want to cut yourself because you are going like super fast. And we're going to pull that one away because, all right, so get the second one. And just it's easy, but you don't want to like force it. And by the way, yes, I do use the potato skins on because I like potato skins. And since it's a guarantee that I'm probably the only one that's going to be eating this, I'm going to give some to my neighbors. So, pop that in the garbage spot. Put these on the plate. But yeah, I've got a couple like strips like that, sort of like thinnish French fries, like a julienne. So I'm gonna make the first crock first, and then that's basically it. Like, so I'm just gonna get the crock, and I will show you how to put it together. All right, so I'm gonna pop this. Woo. I'm gonna pop this over here. I'm gonna put all your potatoes in the bottom. this actually isn't enough. So what you'll do is you kind of do it lasagna style. You like layer potatoes. Then you layer some cheese. Not a lot. Like, you'll take like maybe a quarter cup in your fingers and just sprinkle it. And obviously get a little bit for your helper. And then you put like kind of like a dollop or two. And then you'll just like spread it out. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. It's going to take me a few minutes, and then I'm going to bake it. And I promise you it turns out amazing and delicious and cheesy and savory. What I'm going to do is, since it would make no sense to go live twice, I'm going to end this live, and then as soon as this is done, I will post the entire recipe on my Instagram. It's at Jenny Burns, JeniBurns. And in about a half hour's time, I'll post the finished image of this, and you'll have, and I'll post the recipe right next to it. It's really easy to follow. You can make your own cream of chicken soup if you want to, and it would be about 3 cups total. You can use fresh jalapenos, fresh chilies of whatever kind. I just usually use the canned ones because it comes with the juice. Like, it's got that pickled juice in it that adds to the moisture that the potatoes just soak right up. So with that said, thank you for tuning in, and I will have this picture on Instagram very shortly. Thank you.